Nervous about what?
No, just don't get nervous. It's going to be okay. You seem to get very angry.
Nervous about you.
I know you. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Let's see.
Will you?
I know you only have. I know you only
for 35 minutes. Like
I know that you only have a few minutes. So, did you or did you not get into a? Did you or did you not get into a blame April for missing your drug test? And did she or did she not call me hyperventilating, crying?
Did I blame April for missing a drug test?
Yes.
No, I didn't blame
you
April
said
for
to
missing
her,
a drug test.
From how she put it, you said to her, I've never heard somebody so upset in my entire life. Crying, hyperventilating, beside herself crying, saying, well, Kayla and I got into a fight about you, so we couldn't make it to our drug test.
What do you want me to say?
You made it up? You think she made it up?
No, I don't think she made it up. I just didn't blame April for missing a drug test.
Okay, so you did miss the drug test.
Yeah, I missed the drug test.
Right. Did she or did she not text me and say that both you and Kayla are both emotionally... shall I read it? Since all of you like to do that, I will. Would you
have an hour to prepare this backstage.
It'll be the first time you read texts from April.
Why?
What's this? Hey,
why do you keep asking
and
other people?
Also, wait, I just got here.
Also, wait.
I just got here, you red-faced little bitch. I just got here. All right.
Keanu.
I just got here. When did you get the permission from her to display the text messages at Hackamania? Was it January? Was it
you're
March?
not one to you're not one to
No. When did you get the permission from her?
Here I am doing a podcast.
I thought you hadn't talked to her in January. Then you said March at a traffic stop. Did you get the permission at a traffic stop?
What are you talking about?
You're wrong.
When did you get the permission? When did you get the
wrong? You're getting it wrong because you're not plugged into this again.
No. I'm genuine. Well, when did you get the permission from her to share the text messages?
It was written on her boyfriend's middle finger, you dumb bitch.
Like, well, answer the question. Answer the question.
Probably,
when did you get the permission?
We talked about it for months and months and months. You talked to her.
You hadn't talked to her since January or March at a traffic stop. Did you get the permission?
How do I talk to her at a traffic stop?
Kiki, you're mixing up stories.
So if you hadn't talked to her in months, then do you still have the permission?
She might be retarded.
You're literally the dumbest person on the planet.
Look how red you are. Look how red you are. When did you get the permission? When did you get the permission? When did you get the permission?
Kiki, you got to let him answer, honey.
Kiki.
No, he's not gonna.
I'm trying to answer you. I was in a relationship with April that ended in November. I spoke to her through January. We had planned.
You told Pretty Antisocial you saw her last time in March. And
they
then
didn't
you told
talk.
somebody else
in a car.
Kiki, catch cars 40 yards away. Keep up, you dumb.
Jesus Christ, she's
Get
dumb.
Gino in here to put your leash on so he can drag you through a logic question, you dumb bitch. What is wrong with you?
I'm genuinely
asking to put your helmet on so you can eat some soup later. You dumb piece of shit.
They saw each other in cars across the street. They weren't talking.
Daddy!
All right, so when did you get the permission? When did you get the permission to show her text
I don't know. Maybe for months and months and months while he was dragging her name through the mud online.
When did you get the permission to show her text messages at a festival of incels? Sorry, Patrick.
Literally.
Oh, you're saying what Aaron says.
Months.
You're saying what Aaron says. That's fun.
Okay.
Look. Oh my God, we talk every day, you moron. What is wrong with you?
It was all fat incels at Hackamania.
You got her permission to show her text messages on a large screen back in when? November?
Oh my God, yeah. That story, she told me
it's a weird thing.
before November.
Answer it?
She told me that story before November, you retard. That being said, we were planning on telling that story from the moment she told it.
Until she has a new boyfriend, maybe you might want to get new permission to.
No, I don't give a shit at all about getting new permission.
Okay, so you don't have permission.
Wait, so
What
he owns April. The new boyfriend owns April.
When did the permission go
So
away?
you have permission from months
She's
ago.
too dumb to talk to. You can't even.
Kiki. You're about to share some texts from April. When did you get permission to share those?
No,
Literally
I don't.
never.
I don't
You
think he had.
evil.
He
You
had
are
permission.
You said
monster.
You had your phone
He's
out. You were
so
going to
red in
bing,
the
bing,
face
bing those
because he
texts.
knows
Yes.
up.
You
You said literally I had.
No, you
full
dumb bitch.
permission.
You doxed a woman that I really, really cared for and put her in
didn't know
danger
where she
because
was
you're so
living.
stupid. You thought that would be a good idea. You took her entire privacy and shredded it with her ex-husband who beat her. You
No.
Grabbed you by the
No.
feet.
Shut up.
Go.
You're wrong.
You're the
You're wrong.
dumbest person
Dox
ever.
her
What
how?
you
Because
did to her is
everyone
evil.
knew she was
You're
living in the house next door.
evil.
Everyone knew she was living in the
No,
house
they
next
didn't.
door. Yes,
No, they didn't. I have the text
did.
messages of her
And
saying
then
how
what?
could
And then
Keanu
what?
do
When
this
Kayla-
to me?
And then
Why
she
would
calls
she
me
do this to
crying.
me?
When she calls me crying and saying,
She
I
didn't
can
call
only
you
go
crying.
over there.
She
I can.
stopped
She
calling
did.
you
Wait,
in
Kiki,
October,
what
you
song, sir?
retard.
Gino's
I
coke
can
dick
only
or
go
his
over
credit
there. I
score.
can only go over there when Kayla leaves the house, and that's the only time he wants to hang out with me. When Kayla leaves, and then I can only go over there, and then he wants to bone me, and then I have to leave again.
Yeah,
and then
we weren't on the best terms, you dummy.
Okay,
I
I'm
also
just
told her I wouldn't have
asking.
sex with her anymore, and I stopped. What the f- is wrong with you?
You
Also,
said
You
no one
talked
knew.
to her in
just
October,
asking
you
about the
retard.
permission.
When was the last time you talked to her, Keanu? When was it?
When was the last
October
time you
27th?
did?
When was it?
When was the last
January was the last time he did. When was the last time you did, Keanu?
October 27th, right?
October? No.
27th.
It was probably
Kiki
no. Well,
sucks.
I can take a look back. But
How would I
October
know
last
this?
year.
wanna
What-
know-
what
I just wanna know
magic would I
when
know
you
about
got
your
the
conversation,
permission.
you idiot?
I
You
only-
think
I-
maybe it was the months I spent
Look at
talking
you.
to
Look how
April
red you are.
afterward?
Look how red you are. Would you? Shall I? Shall I?
Yeah, I'm red. I'm mad
Shall
at
I?
you.
It's going
Shall
to ad
I?
What do you
hominem.
think?
Shall I?
Yes.
Shall I? I
You're
just
red and
was
angry.
it January at the traffic stop, and that's how you knew somehow that her
March
boyfriend didn't
March
like.
at the traffic stop, you dumb bitch. You can't follow basic
When did you get the permission?
facts.
When did you
You're
get the
the
permission?
stupidest
When
person
did you get
ever.
the permission? When did you get the
He's
permission? When
answered
did you get
all
the
of these
permission?
questions.
And ask them
When did you get the
This is what
permission?
I'm saying. She's too dumb to even like. She can't talk. She's dumb.
I'm
You're a
asking
carton
a
of
question.
eggs.
Why
You're
is
a
that
carton
such
of
a hard
bread
question
eggs.
to answer? Why is that such a hard
answered it.
question?
Picture of
He's
the
answered
underside
it
of the
many
carton and
times.
sell it online, retard.
Why is that such
Jesus
a hard
Christ.
question to answer? Why is that such a hard question to answer?
No one needs the answer. The
Why
question is
not?
stupid because the
I
question's
need the
dumb.
answer.
You're just so
When
dumb
did
you
you
don't
get
realize
the? When
it.
did you get the
Yes.
permission? When did you get the permission?
I talked to this woman
When?
every single day.
He said from
From
when the first time she
September.
told him. The first
Yeah.
time she told him, he said that they had planned to tell her
So
to
don't you
Hackmania. He
think
got her
things
permission.
may have changed since from whenever?
Who's the
No.
onus on? Who's the onus on to update about the status? Is it on April?
No,
or
I
is it on
don't think
him?
I don't think it's
I'm
changed
just
at
asking
all.
the question. I'm asking the question.
Yeah, it's a dumb
ask the
question.
How do you
again,
know?
It's
How do you know?
retarded.
It's a
How do you
stupid
know?
question.
Get your
How do you
helper.
know?
that
Hold
was
on. How do you know
cool?
Gino still loves you? Have you checked in the past 5 minutes? You might not still be married. Check in. Like, what are you
I'm just
talking
Kevin,
about?
asking when you got the
when
Has
did
he
permission.
been
you get-
sleeping in the
when
garbage
did you
cans
get
he's selling?
permission?
Like, are you
When did you
alone
get
now?
permission?
What's wrong with
No,
you?
I know you're all trying to defend your little
Get this
festival.
dumb.
No
Oh.
one's trying to
I
defend
I told
me.
Kiki
They
I'd
don't
never
need
talk
to.
to her
You're a
loser
bowl of
ass again.
Cheerios.
Go fuck other Kiki.
Fucking unthreatening because you're so goddamn
No,
stupid.
You're so upset. You're so red in the
Yes.
face.
Yes.
It's
I'm
ridiculous.
mad. I'm angry. You took someone I love and you shredded
I
them to the
know.
world.
Right.
Self.
And
I
you
have a
told
right
her how
to
to
be
do
mad about
whippets.
that. You
Right.
said she was your friend and
No,
you did that to
you're full
her.
of shit. You're
Oh
full
my
of
God,
shit. I've
find a
never been
bridge,
more
hang
worried
yourself,
about
you
you.
dumb
than
bitch.
Have another whippet. Have another whippet and call it a f***ing day.
Have
I'm glad
another
Kiki-
whippet.
That's
Kiki,
When did you get-
jump.
When did you get permission to share the text that you're threatening to share right now?
I will. I will.
No, but
I don't
when
care
did you
if
get permission
clearly
for
We'll
don't
get
give a
permission
shit.
after the
When?
Okay.
When did you get permission?
No, I
When?
don't have permission. That's
Oh,
why.
then why are you
You-
why are
you
you saying
you're
you'll
a
share
fucking
them
them?
on the
monster.
screen.
You
I'm
are
just
an
wondering
absolute
when
monster.
you had the permission
Why?
to share those.
Disgusting.
But you're
she's
saying
my
you'll share
best
them.
friend. Here's all of her life.
He's answered that question. He's answered it.
Yeah.
When
But why-
back at the last
He said
time,
the
like
first
around the
time
time I
she
even
told
talked
him
to
that
her.
story, the first time she told him that story, she said he could share it.
Yes.
He's
But
answered
did she
it.
say you
Don't
could
you
But
share
you
think
keep
your
asking the
tips?
question. No, he doesn't think you need
She
to update
doesn't
it.
want to be.
Neither
She
does
doesn't want
anybody
to be.
else.
She doesn't want to be like a part of this or online
job,
or
Kiki.
whatever.
Thank you for using all my
Oh,
lines.
did you
girl.
find that out when you talked to her on October 27th? You
Well,
dumb
did
bitch?
you apparently
Shut up,
like,
you
talked
dumb
to
bitch.
her.
Put a bouncer in your mouth and
How do you not understand?
Hail
Basic
Patrick, the
timelines.
king of
How are you this
Dabbleverse
stupid?
drama.
I know you are, but what am
You
I? No,
understand that January is after October, right,
I'm
idiot?
sorry. You're wrong. You're wrong. She
wrong?
called me.
Oh,
She
January's
called
not
me.
after
I'm
October.
sorry that she
Oh
called
my
me
God.
and she said, Aaron and I.
Called
Sorry,
you
I just did a hit of
October
nitrous. I just
27th.
did a hit of nitrous, and she sounded out of her mind. Aaron
On
taught me how to do
October
nitrous.
27th.
Your
You.
leather face mom is
Sorry.
chasing me around the Crawford house.
Kiki,
Sorry,
I don't know
sorry.
how to
I
explain to
know.
you
She told
that
me. She told
January
me.
is
Aaron taught me how to do.
October.
Excuse me. Nick taught me how to do nitrous. Nick taught me how to do nitrous. I said Aaron.
Yes, I did,
Nick
of
taught
course.
me how to do nitrous, and
I
I
taught
was
her how to do
fucking
nitrous and
worried about
coke and
her.
Molly and ketamine.
Exactly, and she was still fucking doing it. That's terrifying to me.
Oh, I'm
Why
sorry.
do you keep changing the
Nick and I were
argument?
just
Adult.
doing
She makes her
nitrous.
own choices. What is wrong with you?
Or
Just
that
keeps
you,
skipping
or
around a
that you
different
missed
argument.
it, or that,
Yeah.
or that you. She's calling me
Contradicting
hyperventilating
herself.
because you.
No, she
because
called
you
you one time, retard.
No.
This is why I don't
Keep
deal with
saying
her.
bully.
'Cause she's
wrong.
like,
Oh,
she
you
can't
are
register
so
a
wrong.
response.
No.
Oh, you are
She
so
can't
wrong.
learn-
I could
she
show
can't
the
learn new
fucking
things.
receipts.
No.
wrong.
Incapable
Show
of
'em.
taking
I could
Whatever.
show the
It's
receipts.
not
Oh, you know what? Yeah,
yours.
I'll have a festival about it and just like air them all out. That's
Bing,
what I'll
bing,
do.
bing, bing.
Why would you do that to your friend?
Jerry.
Why would you do that to your ex-lover that you like taught how to do nitrous and all this bullshit?
I didn't.
And that you wouldn't even let her come over until Kayla left the house. And
She
so
and
you
Taylor
could
were
bone her
fighting.
and
What
then
do you want me
send
to
her
do?
back
Oh,
next
here.
door.
Why don't you come over and
Woo!
fight with someone? That'll be great.
Are
What a
we
good
pretending
idea.
that drugs aren't cool, Keanu? What's
Listen,
going on?
everything in moderation, but I don't have
Okay,
5
good.
kids, all right?
Oh,
and
there it
Neither
is.
does April.
I
Sorry,
haven't done,
Fine,
I haven't
because I
done
don't have
fucking
kids.
blow
Keanu
and
can't give
solid.
birth.
I'm sorry your
Listen,
eggs
listen.
dried up and your husband's semen comes out in dust, but
I
no
don't
one would
want
want
kids.
kids with you anyway. You're so f***ing stupid. The government would take them away and be like, God, we have a
Like
new
yours,
project
like
to
the
study."
government took yours away, you dumb piece of
Yes.
shit. And
Yes,
the-
when
and
you're
it's
retarded,
very
the government
sad.
takes your kids away for a while. For you, it'd be permanent.
I'm sorry you missed a drug test and that happened.
I'm
to
not
you.
like it happened. Who cares? It
Here's
happened.
what she said. You want to hear it?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
dummy,
No,
this
not
is your
really.
conscious. And
I'm
yes,
2
you
minutes
are a
past my heart
Want to
out.
hear it?
You're the dumbest ever,
She's
and doing this
talking
to your
about you
friend is
and Kayla right
horrifying.
now. I've
Please.
been emotionally abused by both of them. He did acknowledge it weeks ago and apologized and cried.
When did you
And
get permission
said
to
he
share
only
that,
did it
Kiki?
because he was hoping to get through this as us 3. And he felt her going away and he didn't know what to do at the time. Now he realizes he doesn't know what he has and he was trying to save it because he didn't know how to save it with her. So there you go.